What up, YouTube? Ed coming back with a mail day recap video here the day before Super Bowl Sunday. So looking forward to the Super Bowl tomorrow. We got the Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. The Evil Empire are back in the bowl. Hoping for a good game. Don't really have any rooting interest, but always down to watch the Super Bowl. It's pretty much the unofficial American holiday. Everyone goes out, watches the game, critiques the commercials, gives their thoughts on the halftime show, have some beers, eat some wings. I mean, who's not watching the Super Bowl? Come on now. It's one of the all-time great days on the calendar. So really looking forward to that and hoping for a great game. And good luck to any of the Seahawk fans or Patriot fans that we have in the community. I know back in the day we had tons of Patriot fans in the community, so I know that all those guys will be excited. But let's get into the mail. I got one purchase from eBay, and I got a Just Because package from my good friend, old school YouTuber, Mr. Fisherbike. We'll show that one first. So Jason hit me up, sent me a nice note here, sent some cards for the collection, some Eagles cards and some Phillies cards. Known Jason for a really, really long time. He's been on here longer than me. Super old school YouTuber. But hit up the PCs, so thank you so much, Jason. We got this beautiful Mike Schmidt. This is out of Archives. This is the black border, numbered out of 299. There we go. Not sure why it wasn't focusing, but there it did now. Awesome looking card. And this is from Select. We got a nice JT Real Nudo. Disco action there. Disco Prism. This guy should be in the Hall of Fame, but his peers don't like him. The media doesn't like him. His teammates didn't like him. And he has a lot of very unpopular and controversial opinions. But that's Mr. Kurt Schilling. This is on a Pro Cards. In my opinion, he's definitely a Hall of Famer. His track record speaks for itself. Probably one of the best all-time big game pitchers, and especially in the postseason. Very, very clutch. Then we got some vintage football here. So started with Tommy McDonald, one of the all-time great Eagles players, running back. Beautiful looking card. Here's the back. Very clean. Tommy McDonald, Hall of Famer. Didn't have any of these, by the way, Jason, so greatly, greatly appreciate you adding to the vintage Eagles collection. There's the back. Awesome cards. And I want to say this is a 52 Bowman. Hopefully I'm right so I don't look like a fool. Yep, 52 Bowman, okay. Eagles coach, Wayne Milner. Awesome cards. And he also included for my YouTube PC this nice custom button. There we go. I'm not sure why it's having a hard time focusing. Don't usually have that problem. And this awesome sticker. So thank you so much, Jason. Greatly appreciate it. I will leave his link down below. If for whatever mysterious reason you've never ran across Mr. Fisherbike, I suggest you get amongst it. And the final purchase here is a card that I bought raw back in 2019, and it's been sitting in my PSA graded pile since the pandemic. And since I haven't graded any cards with PSA in over 5 years, it's probably going to continue to stay in that bin. But a graded copy from PSA recently popped up. This particular set is on my save searches, and I was watching the item, and no one put a bid in. And within the last 5 minutes, I just threw a starter bid on it, and it won. So I was very, very shocked for what I got the card for. But it's a great card. It's from 2018 Topps. This is the Throwback Thursdays, which are the online exclusives. It's Mike Trout. So it has the Jurassic Park theme there, and huge fan of Jurassic Park, especially the original 3 movies. And remember when that original Jurassic Park set came out, and put it together as a kid. So just absolutely love that design. And 2018 they did Jurassic Park, I think they did Topps Kids, and they did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So big fan of the Turtles in Jurassic Park. So I wanted to add that in to the collection as a graded copy, even though I have this raw already. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but the crazy part is I paid more money for the raw copy back in like 2019 than I did for this graded copy in 2026. So kind of wild, but just goes to show when you fall out of favor in the hobby hype cycle, you can get some really nice deals. So happy to add this Trout graded into the PC. So that's all I got for pickups and additions to the collection. Thoughts now? There's been a lot of videos recently in the last like 2, 3, 4 months talking about the state of the hobby, the industry, and how vile it is now, which I do agree, because it's just basically mass corporations now have taken over the hobby. And this is back when this was going on, when these takeovers were happening, and I was kind of like the sky has fallen, because you kind of knew that's what was going to happen. Just, we don't care about the consumer. It's all about making money. You know, basic stuff that corporations do. And there's been a lot of videos talking about, you know, how to get new kids into the hobby, how to expand the hobby, and, you know, a lot of the break-in, talk about the evils of break-in, which I've said it on the Insert Revolution podcast. Break-in right now is kind of a necessary evil. It's completely warped and bastardized from what it originally started out as. And break-in kind of originated, maybe originate's a strong word, but break-in really got its chops here on YouTube back in the mid-2000s, because there wasn't many websites out there at the time where you could share video media files, and YouTube provided that service. That's kind of why card videos here on YouTube really blossomed back in those early mid to mid 2000s when YouTube started up, because it gave people a way to upload videos to show these box breaks and these card breaks and case breaks. So it started out as a very, very good and positive thing, and you know, it's been corrupted and twisted, and now it's really, really bad now. But it's so ingrained into the ecosystem of the hobby, I just don't see it going anywhere. And even if you're ardently against break-in, but you're still buying singles, you're still supporting the system, because you're still buying the singles. And those singles are only available because breakers are opening the boxes and they're opening the cases to allow you to get those singles. So it's kind of it's an ugly marriage, so to speak, and I don't know how you can possibly fix that, especially if you want to buy new products, new sets, and if you're a player collector or you're a team collector, if you want to get your singles, you're still supporting the system. So I don't really know how to fix that. But a lot of people are talking about the industry, you know, love the hobby, hate the industry. I personally, you know, the industry is what it is. We all know that, but I hate the culture that's going on right now. And what I mean by that is, you know, traditional collector values have kind of fallen by the wayside. Yeah, I tell this to my good friends here in the community. Do people really even collect anymore? I've been saying this for like the last couple years, but it just seems like everyone is PCing money instead. They're with a focus on Ben Franklin and U.S. Grant specifically. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with approaching the hobby if you want to make money and, you know, you want to add to your bank account. I'm not going to begrudge anyone doing that, but when the overwhelming majority and when the entire culture is predicated on that, I don't think that's a good thing, because we need collectors and we need people to have an emotional connection to the cards. We need to cultivate people who want to, enjoy these cards, collect these cards, and keep them in their collection. And this goes for every era of cards. I'm not just saying this is, one specific era of cards. No, this is prevalent across all eras of collecting sports cards. So I've been really racking my brain, talking with friends in group chats and having discussions with people on, like, what's the solution to this? How do you change the culture? How do you go back 15, 20 years to when, it was really collector base and, people enjoyed the cards, they enjoyed the sports that they were collecting, and they just had, it seems from an observant standpoint, they had more fun. And I think the key fixture is we got to get back to driving that connection to the sport, to the team, to the player, because when you drive the connection, you build that emotional bond, and with that emotional bond, you will retain and hold on and want to collect. Because we're trying to talk about changing behaviors here, and I don't know. I don't think there's any simple solutions. So what do you all guys think? How do you think you cultivate more people wanting to be collectors and not being so ardent on wanting to monetize every single little aspect of what they do in the hobby? Because I do have general fatigue from that. And I think a lot of people are, if I'm getting the sense from reading comments from on other people's videos and other people's channels, and it just seems like a lot of people are starting to feel the way that I have been feeling for quite a little bit. So leave a comment down below. Tell me what you all think. Am I off base? Am I speaking crazy? Or is it something that you guys have noticed as well? I don't know. Let me know. So looking forward to the game. Hoping for a good one. Go America.